After Leela is ejected into space and nearly killed due to a ride malfunction during a package delivery run to Luna Park, Fry becomes worried that he may lose her again and decides to propose to her. Back at the Planet Express building, the professor announces two new inventions: a time button that causes the entire universe to jump backward 10 seconds in time, and a shelter that shields people from the button's effects. Fry takes the button and uses it to repeatedly steal candidate diamonds for an engagement ring with Bender's help. After presenting the ring to Leela, he invites her to meet him atop the Vampire State Building at 6:30 p.m. if she agrees to marry him. If she does not arrive, he will infer rejection. He repeatedly uses the button to prolong the sunset, but she has not arrived by the time his watch reads 7:02. Heartbroken, he jumps off the roof in a suicide attempt but sees her approaching and notes that the building's clock reads 6:25. His watch has continued to run normally throughout all his uses of the button. He tries to undo the jump but is unable to return to the rooftop because the device takes 10 seconds to recharge between uses, and he has been falling for longer than that time. As a result, he continually loops, falling toward the ground from several feet below the roof, never able to reach safety. The professor notices the device has been stolen and is repeatedly looping time, and worries the universe could be damaged. He also warns that anyone leaving the shelter could be destroyed if the device is subsequently reused less than 10 seconds later, because the anti-chronotons would not know where to send that person back. Bender betrays Fry's theft of the device, and, using the shelter, the crew approach the Vampire State Building to save him. By this time, Fry is tired after falling for so long, and accidentally lets go of the button. He is instantly killed when he hits the ground, but Leela picks up the button from Fry's splattered remains and uses it to loop the final seconds of Fry's life. The professor, being outside the time shelter, tries to stop her and is seemingly vaporized when Leela presses the button. After several loops, Bender engineers a method of saving Fry's life using an airbag he contains. Fry survives this time but lands on the button, smashing it and freezing time throughout the universe for everyone and everything except himself and Leela. With the world theirs alone, Fry and Leela conduct their wedding themselves and spend what is, for them, decades romantically wandering the stationary world. A mysterious glimmer bothers them from time to time, but otherwise they are very happy. In old age, they go to the top of the Vampire State Building to drink the champagne Fry had laid out there before the button was destroyed. The glimmer finally reveals itself to be the professor, who was shifted into a different time frame instead of being killed. He has been trying to find the button for decades, and, since Fry has kept the pieces, is able to rebuild it with one key modification. The next press will restore the entire universe to the instant before the professor conceived of the device and erase everyone's memory of all events since then. Despite having enjoyed growing old together, Fry and Leela both agree to relive their lives, and the professor presses the button.